grow out bit.
Yeah, I know.
I was almost not going to do it again, but then you was
It's
like...
so nice
I
when
know.
you first get it done, isn't it? It's so good.
Cool. So first, cleanse the eyes. People are like, I don't have anything on. Cleanse them anyway.
Yeah. So your eyebrows look good, Elise.
Oh, thanks. I just got the beachy brows.
Yeah, looks
So
really
I really
good.
liking fluffing them up more.
Yeah.
So the finer the hair, the less amount of perming you'll need. Stronger the hair, you'll need the full 10 minutes for the perming. So I just explain, if someone hasn't had a lash lift before, I'll sort of walk them through the process because people sometimes get nervous and they don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So at least it's had one before, but anyway, yeah, walk them through. I'll just say we've got a perming solution, a setting solution, and then we tint them at the end.
Yeah.
Cool. So turn it off to start with. So the trickiest bit is taping up the bottom ones. So I like to get everything up ready. So the pads and everything should be in here. I usually get 4 bits of tape just on my hand, just about that size. And people do these different ways, so right or wrong way. Yeah. So I use the fat bit right towards the nose. Just look right back for me, Elise. You sort of want to come down and get all those bottom ones in close, and you can adjust it whilst you're there. So this is a bit you'll find a bit fiddly, but once that bit's on, the eyes are closed for the rest of the time. Just go eyes up again. And some people have really long bottom lashes, and it's just like
Easy?
No, it's
harder.
Yeah.
Do you do lash extensions
No.
yourself? No.
No. Can you close there for me?
They feel nice though, don't they?
Yeah. I think they've got aloe vera and something else in them. Looking up again. So with these the tape, I'll get the excess of hair so you can see them poking up. Probably should have cleansed underneath. So those few, I just want to lock in, close.
Pretty sure when I first learned we just had tape.
Yeah.
Which is a bit harder, isn't it?
Eyes up again. Get those few there. And you can come right up to that line. Close. Cool. So see how they're flat? If I would have brought the tape up, it would have pushed them up even more. And then I grab a little micro tip. Just go eyes up. And put those bottom ones. Close. Might need a tiny bit more tape.
I put lots of moisturiser on
I know, that's alright.
So it didn't stick to you.
Yeah, go eyes up again. So you want to make sure sometimes that people have really long ones and they'll get stuck in the tape down the bottom, and that's those bits that you really want to lift. So just check if you've got them. Yeah. Just sort of flip them up with that. Just be careful of that eye. See how I got that there? Yep, just close. Cool. So now you just explain your eyes are closed until the end. Cool, so we've got 3 different, I think there's 4 actually different size pads. I only ever use small, medium, M1 and M2. The smaller the pad, the tighter the curl. Yeah. It will look, I want a small and a large, didn't just explain to you.
Did you say don't use large though?
No.
Yeah.
I'll just show you the difference. So, smaller pad, it's got the S there. Make sure you check that sometimes people don't put them in the right containers, but make sure they're both equal small instead of like an M1 or something because they look similar, but this is the two different sizes. So the bulge. So the large is for someone, I don't know, who's got really long, like super long lashes. I don't know, I've never used them. I think I've only used maybe large ones. So smaller the tighter.
Yeah.
Don't think bigger the tighter, smaller the tighter. Which I think I actually used M1 on you last, please. You got, I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it
So
like
there's
a
M2,
medium too?
yeah, M2 and M1, just different size curls there. M1 and M1. So what you can do to measure what they curl, sort of, if it suits their eye, just place it on. Also ask if they're allergic to band-aids or silicone as well, because we've taped. Some people are.
What would you use if they were?
I don't know actually. I don't think you can. Yeah, because you really need to tape the bottom ones down. I know we've got different sorts of tape, but so you're just going to measure it on the lash line. So come to the side and then just curl up with your micro tip, and that's how the curl is sort of going to sit. So just measure if it suits their eye. Which it will. We can turn this on now. Now I know Elise gets a bit of stinging, but say like the lash lift isn't going to hurt at all. If you're stinging or feel uncomfortable, let me know. Usually towards the end when you've done lash tints, hey? You've done lash tints? Yeah. Sometimes by that point they'll get a little bit of stinging, so just make sure you're really careful. But I just sort of walk them through, so I just say, because I don't know what's happening, I'm just going to place just a pad on your eyelid and then curl the lashes up onto the pad.
How long do you guys leave your tint on here?
10 minutes. Yeah, literally 8, 7. Because I pre-do mine, I'll show you. So it's oxidized
So
already.
if someone comes in for a lash tint, you'll just leave them on like that much as well? Yeah.
So this is a stronger glue. So just, I don't even know if that's in the video, just painting. Pop one there. If you've got any other questions, just jump in. So my micro's ready. Let's go back to that one because it's tacky. Now this is a little bit, I'll show you a trick as well. Some people will have like weird eyelid shapes, but what you can do is you can actually place out, like, I think they do this in lashing, and just pull up slightly. Just so we can lift that area up. And you want to get this as close to the lash line as possible. If you don't, it will throw your whole, it will throw your curl out of whack and it won't work as good. So you want to get really close to that lash line and you want to get every lash from underneath. I think actually you want it even closer than that. You can even pull the lid up. Those lashes out from underneath. One eye will feel more comfortable than the other. I've got moisturiser everywhere. In that case, if pads aren't sticking or they're too long and you just want to take the ends down, you can just go over with a bit of tape. That inner corner wants to jump up. So this is the most crucial part. So you want to get your little tool and micro tip.
Just before you start, can I just ask? See, you know how like obviously the eye kind of goes like that, but if this thing comes over and sort of almost like
Comes down too far.
yeah, does it affect how they kind of curl up?
Yeah, so you want them to meet. Yeah, you want them to the start of the pad to start really in.
Yeah.
Because you can see the curl like is bigger in the middle.
Yeah.
So you want them to start. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it really. They just need to be even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's sticky. So get the higher quality glue, I think. That will just help. Just lather it on the lid. Grab the other kit. Did I get it out?
Oh, yeah. Are they the same or just
No, this one's just a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
So I do it for my first coat.
Yeah.
Corner. So, most crucial part. So you just have to be really careful, and it will get sticky. So I start from the outer corner, and you almost want to do it quite tight. I just put a bit of pressure. And just try to be neat because it will save you time in the end. You can always do before and after photos as well. You just want to get the main bits down first. It will look a bit messy because Elise had those crossed ones in there before. So if you want to get your main ones down first, yeah, it'll just save you so much time. Then don't worry about those little ones because we're going to get them anyway. Cool. So I'm going to go in with this glue now. And just start in sections, so do about a third of the eye. Just repeat with glue. Turn the head if you need. Grab your tool. So we're gonna individually like go through most hairs and make sure none are crossing. Ready for the perming because we want them all to be evened out. So you sort of just slice through. This is like, yeah, the most crucial part, so take your time. And the glue will start to get a bit tacky as well, so always go back over. Try not to use like too much glue. And some will start to peel up, so you can just go like that. Also, you don't want to go straight up, like the end of the eye, I'm sort of coming out. Sometimes I actually use my finger as well. And you want to make sure the tips at the top are all straight as well, because that will be able to tell once it's undone.
That's stubborn little one, isn't it?
Go
Do you ever get any that just don't?
Yeah, so there's always some that pop back up. It's definitely harder because she's had a lift recently.
Yeah. What do you normally recommend? Is it 12 weeks between, or is it longer?
Yeah, 3 months.
Yeah.
Lash came out. So this bit will take me like 15 minutes.
The glue, putting it over the top, loosens it a little bit, doesn't it? To move and doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, because this bit is what I did first and I started here so it's dried.
Yeah.
So they can be a little bit more movable. And yeah, just use different side of the tool to flatten them out again. And feeling all good.
Do you think you spend 15 minutes per eye?
Yeah, a good 20 altogether.
Yeah.
But when you guys are starting, it would be that more time. A bit more glue. I actually think Elabana have a video on how to do lash lifts as well. I'll have to find it. I remember watching one.
Yeah, I can't try to remember what we used to have about old work.
Well, there was like a step.
There was definitely like you can read the step by step thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know whether.
So these inner ones will be a little bit tricky. You can just push down on the pad because they're so little. You want them to look even, like make sure there's no gaps. If there is, just try even the next ones out.
Yeah.
And usually, yeah, some people will have more lashes on one eye. just go over these little ones.
How long do you allow for a lash lift?
1:15. But I think Kate can do them in an hour.
Yeah.
Like, because we're just trialing this new glue. Kate used to use it all the time.
Yeah. But you still think the old stuff's a little bit...
I use both.
Yeah.
So 2 things to look for: none are crossing, and that all the tops are looking straightish.
Yep.
If not, just go back through.
I was thinking Ria's got some time as well if you want me to go block her off to go between us when we have our moments.
Yeah. That will be handy because it's the first time.
For time, hey.
Yeah.
I just feel like I need lots of hands on.
Yeah.
Right,
I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, I'm happy with help.
And Ria can show you different techniques too, because she does hers a little bit different.
So she does them when she's... Well, she just does them. I thought she just did brows.
She does. If it gets booked within 24 hours because she's had a gap, she'll do it.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't have done it for ages, actually. But this will be the bit that you will be, take the longest. Cool. Something like that. We'll move on to the other one.
Girls just shuffling some things and then gonna make it work.
Beautiful.
Did she have a cancellation, did you say?
Yeah.
For tattooing, is that what she's mostly doing? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for I usually like to get those little ones. Sorry, Jess, I'm just going to come that way. Who's your model, Brie?
Sophie's mother-in-law.
Oh yeah.
Do you know Liz?
Yeah.
Who's yours? Oh, yeah, who's yours? We've just gone back on those. Yeah.
Always move the head if you feel like you need to. So Elise has got less lashes on this eye, so I'm just gonna even out the middle bit.
Spread them out a bit.
Yeah, just bring the tails up. You can use different tools, see whatever you like, what works best for you.
What's the other Lashlift brand? Do you know?
There's a few.
Yeah.
We used to have Alabama and my tongue. Oh, Lash Elevate. That's one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Is that the more common one, do you think? Like,
Oh, it wasn't as strong.
it was strong.
It
just-
wasn't.
Oh, it
yeah,
wasn't.
That's why we use
Okay.
this instead. Yeah, just the solutions.
Can't remember which one trained with.
Yeah, there's quite a few out there.
What's the life of each lash? Does it run on a cycle, like 6 weekly cycle, it'll fall out?
Usually, yeah, 4 weeks is your hair growth cycle. But I personally think a lift only looks good for, what do you reckon, Elise? How many? The first month? Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
I
doesn't
use
it?
the IMV though, and I find that prolongs it a bit more.
Yeah.
Because it probably holds your lashes in.
Pull a lash out there. So just be careful, you don't want to hit their lash line too with this tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hurt.
Do you mostly suggest it for occasions for people? Like,
No, not really.
do you get people come in like every 3 months? Maybe?
Yeah, some clients I do actually.
I've been doing mine pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was crackling a little. It is annoying.
Yeah, these are all new hairs
Like
coming
the-
through too, so.
Like when they go like
Yeah.
weirdly wispy, like
That's what I was going to say. Do you find
I
that?
find like if I curl them, like with my little curling tool and then put mascara on, it kind of aligns them a bit more, but sometimes, yeah.
Have you ever had any that have just been really resistant to actually curl?
It didn't work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do then? There's nothing you can do.
No, I just charged her for a tin. I just
Yeah.
couldn't. I tried to go back over it, so which you can.
In the
for-
same session?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it just takes longer and you have to untape it, do it again.
Yeah.
So only
You
if
had
it
time
works.
to do that, did you?
Otherwise, only within 24 hours, try to get them back in.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pain.
Why
Yeah, it's
within
so
24
annoying. Because it would have already processed and it will just cause more damaging. So
Oh.
if you needed, you can either do it there and then you can just run, Shelby actually called them and you can actually just run a spoolie through with your perm and she
Yeah.
said she could watch it lifting again,
Oh, yeah.
which that was a really good tip, but I tried that and it didn't even work.
Oh.
She had had a lash lift in the past and it also happened, so it could just be her eye shape, her lashes were really strong and straight to start with. So that's the thing about lash lifts, like
So when you run the spoolie through with the perm,
Yeah.
do they have to still then have their eyes taped up and stuff?
The bottoms,
Yeah.
and then just flushed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only tried that once, so. But Shirley said it worked for her.
It's so annoying when you spend all that time doing that and then it doesn't work.
Yeah. Otherwise, leave the perming on for next time longer.
Yeah. But what's the general rule for how long you leave it on?
10, no longer than 10.
Oh, yeah.
I never usually leave it on for 10, usually 8.5.
Yeah.
For most people.
And do you just look at the thickness of their lashes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just doing this eye a bit quicker.
I reckon for training we could bring portable beds in and just do all our clients all at once. And then we can talk between it.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking that's maybe what it would have been. Oh, you mean for training models?
Yeah, like this situation where we could fit another bed in here.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah. And
That's a
then
good idea.
you'd be able to watch over us better.
You'll have to leave.
Yeah, there's portable beds downstairs.
Is this your room, Taylor?
Yeah. The best room.
Nice and bright.
I don't know, Henry's is coming pretty close now.
Elise?
Why do you guys decorate them?
Oh, she just changed recently. And hers looks good.
Has she decorated? But does she bring stuff in for it?
Yeah, most of it. Whereas Connie does it.
Looks so pretty though.
Just dust my hand through lightly just to get those small ones.
Do you have a few Lashlift kits?
Just 2. Could probably make 3 though, but never really need it. Then I'm just going to look at both and just see if they're matching, which might go over this little bit because there's a gap.
So like the middle ones and that you want straight up?
Yeah.
And one's just out a little bit?
Yeah, just on a slight angle. I mean, you're not going to get every lash. It's impossible, but... Okay. Perming. Come in these kits. Make sure you pick number 1 first. It's always the grey. Perming setting solution. I just get them out as I go. Make sure I use number 1. Macro tip. So a bit you need to be really careful with. Get your timer out ready. Just squeeze it up a little. Just warn them it's got a bit of a smell to it. So you want to do it on a 3rd from the base, just a third of the eye. So we're just covering the bottom bit. Try not to get it on that lash line because it will get itchy and stingy. So just on top of it there. And sort of push it in too.
So that's the only spot you put.
Yeah. Where some other kids like elevate and put it on the whole lash.
Yeah, I think when I got taught, it was like maybe 2/3 of it. Yeah, like you wouldn't do the tips.
Make sure you put the timer on. And you don't want too much product on the inner corner ones.
Okay.
Do they ever snap?
Pardon?
Do they ever snap?
What snap, sorry?
The hairs?
No, not in this bit. They'll sort of lift off. You can also put tape just to hold them back down in place, but you usually don't need to. As I said, I'm not going to leave it on too long for at least
Yeah, so in that, how long do you think it's
7.
If someone hadn't had a lash lift before, would you leave it 10, do you think? Or just
Yeah,
depends
9.
on Yeah.
8. Probably not 10 because Elisa's are, like she has got quite a few and they're like medium.
Yeah.
So like 8. And also in your client's history, write the timing.
Yeah.
The timings that you did and what size pad curl.
Yeah.
And if they said, oh, I want a little bit more next time, then you know to go to small.
Yeah.
Just being really careful from that lash line. And just push in a little. Make sure the product's even as well, but just not too much on the fronts.
Just because they're finer.
Yeah. You don't want them to lift as much.
Do you have a step-by-step, like,
It should be one.
yeah.
At this point I'll sort of turn the light off and I'll just feel a bit more comfortable laying there. Cool. And at that point, you sort of let them chill and I sort of clean up my station as I go. I like to be clean. And just say that's just the perming solution on. Just give it a few minutes. Aftercare, not getting them wet for 48 hours as it's still processing.
Yeah.
Same as mascara, if they want to wear mascara, just wait that 48 hours. They'll still have to brush through them daily, so you can offer them a spoolie or otherwise I said upsell the conditioner.
Yeah.
And then 3 months again, some people don't know, but 3 months again until you want to rebook if they want another lash lift again.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, cool.
The lashes, just brush through daily. You can also tint in between if they want to tint
yeah.
in between. They can still have that.
Do you, with all the lash lifts, do you always do a tint, or it's literally up to them?
Always, yeah. I think someone hasn't once. Seeing on how we go with time today.
He did just get a tint.
Yeah, but the perming will
Oh, true.
yeah. What's the word?
Strip.
Yeah, strip the tint, I guess. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else to tell you guys. Just the main thing is just taping the under eyes is a little bit fiddly.
Yeah.
But that's something you can always practice. Take it home,
Yeah.
test it on your son.
Yeah.
Just the taping, yeah. Once that's down packed, it's just sorting through the lashes, as I said.
Yeah.
Was the most crucial part. Because yeah, this tool's really sharp. You've got to be careful with it.
Yeah. Do you use the other end ever?
Pardon?
Do you use the other end of it ever?
Yeah, same thing. So
Yeah.
if that will get a bit gluggy with glue and gets in
Use
the
that
way, yeah, just switch to the other end and then clean it.
And when you do your tint afterwards,
Yep.
do you fully take it off?
I do. See,
Yeah.
Ella doesn't, and I think that's where she's been trained from.
I know that I'm pretty sure
I
some of
do
them
because
it.
I like to take it off and look at how it's developed, and if it hasn't worked, then I can fix it then before
Yeah.
doing the tint, stripping the tint,
Yeah.
going again.
Also, would you, by putting a tint on like that, are you almost not getting the other side of the lash?
That's what I thought. All the bottom ones.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah. No.
Didn't think about the bottom ones.
Mm.
Yeah, because they're all taped. Are feeling all right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to move that pillow up under you?
No, I just.
I'm sure you can
I
grab it
just
if you need.
fiddle because I just have weird lower back.
Oh, good. You can move it if you need.
Thank
From all the massage you do.
Yeah, it's just.
How's
like,
your arm?
Oh my god, good. He yesterday he
yeah,
got in there and like, oh, I almost wanted to vomit. Like,
Really?
you know when they trigger like points
Yeah.
so far in your joint that like it radiates, or I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
It feels so much better.
Yeah.
I love my Cairo. Like if I wasn't with Jake, I'd marry you.
At least we're filming.
What'd you say?
If she was with Jake, she'd marry him, and we're filming.
I just love chiropractic so much.
It's alright. It's only for our eyes.
Maybe get my sister to marry one or something. So we
So
have one in the
funny.
family.
Oh, is that Tyler?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I see Tyler
I didn't
now.
see him. Cool. So you can see that they're almost moved. That's just a warning saying it's ready to come off.
What do you mean moved?
Like they're popping off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a
It's
sign
swollen.
that it's had enough
How long has
perming.
it been on?
7.
Yeah, okay.
7:30.
Oh, good guess.
So that's a sign saying it's almost ready, which was cool because Joyce taught me that.
Who taught? Oh, Josie.
Yeah, so cotton tip, and you want to be careful because you don't want to move too much of the lashes because we still need to set them.
Yeah.
So just super light hand.
Just a dry cotton tip, hey?
Yeah. And just use the tip end.
I can't remember when they used to tell you to do like a wet one.
Yeah, next.
Next. Okay.
Yeah, you are doing. Yeah, be careful not to get any perm in the eye because it will sting, and then you still need to set them, so it's just going to take you longer. I'm going to get most product off that you can. Now while that one's still on, I quickly go and get my... I thought I had it out.
There? Is that it?
Yeah. Thanks. So I'll do take one eye, put the other eye on, take off the other eye, put the other eye on. Because we applied that like a minute after.
Yeah.
Does that make make sense?
Yeah.
Same thing. Just making sure it's a setting solution.
Does this one have to be as precise?
Not really, no. And it doesn't smell as bad. And so this you only need 5 minutes, max 6 even.
Yeah.
But I always do 5.
You do perming your hair?
I learned how to do it, but I was allergic to the solution.
That was lucky.
Yeah.
Oh no, well you...
Well, this will be alright, 'cause it won't go on your skin.
Yeah.
Oh.
I might get a bit from the fumes.
Maybe
but I
wear a
can just wear a
mask.
mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see how I go.
What used to happen when you...
I'd get blisters on.
Oh my gosh.
But I was working with a lot of chemicals
Yeah.
all day.
All the
so
time.
Just add it
yeah,
up kind of thing.
one off Lashlift should be fine.
Yeah.
Hi, Mum.
So then 5 you said?
Yeah. And yeah, no, it doesn't have to be as precise as long as it's covering all those areas. Yeah, I like to come from this side and work, but do whatever's easy for you.
Do some lash lifts,
Come in.
When is ready needed?
Is
Is it when you guys are doing it by yourself?
Yeah, 10:45 or
Just
like
be ready.
anywhere in between. Yeah.
do you find some lash lifts just literally grow, like they literally just straighten like normal, or they always sort of...
What do you mean, go out or?
Yeah, like when they're growing out, they'll just sort of completely go back to normal?
Yeah.
It takes a little while.
Yeah, they'll just drop back to their natural position.
Yeah.
If you get it on the lash line, you can get a micro dip. Tickles a little bit, but you can just come under and just clean it.
Those yellow microchips are pretty chunky.
Yeah, they're bigger. I don't mind them for lash tints though. But yeah, these ones are finer. And then at this point I would start cleaning up my space. I would pre-oxidize my tint, which I'm probably not going to have enough time at least, but I can tint you on Monday if you like. Is that okay? But we'll see what your tint looks like when it comes up.
What's it called? Lamination?
We've got training coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I was wondering about the training.
Same
Yeah.
process, literally same thing. Perm, set.
Is there
tint.
anyone that you look at their brows and you're like, I don't think it'll look good laminated?
Yeah, you just have to be honest. and
Because
say we
when
can
you
do a
brush
tint.
mine up, there's like gaps and stuff, so it wouldn't look like...
Yeah, it's surprising though. Like you think Asian hairs won't look good, but I've done a few and it's actually looked amazing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I just had one client who didn't like it after.
Yeah.
She loved it at the start, but when it grew out, she didn't like it.
Because then does the same thing kind of happen as well?
Yeah, it drops back into position, and like even underneath, like one hair can make such a difference, and then if that gets plucked, it can, change the way her brow is.
Yeah.
Same process though, like perm, set.
Do you do lots of them?
Not lots. Yeah.
I feel like people are only just finding out about them.
Yeah, that we're doing it
Yeah.
here.
That's
Taking off now, hey, even
Yeah,
on
we're all-
Instagram
we're
and
all
all that
listening.
stuff. So
Do you ever just laminate the front bit? You know how some people have like
Yeah,
it
I
either goes crazy or like,
have on a girl. We ended up doing the whole brow.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
yeah, the front bits were her main concern.
Yeah.
But we didn't do too much shaping and stuff. Like we just brushed it nicely.
Yeah.
But if you ever get stuck with a brow lamination, get your beachy brows and pre-do it on them before and be like, look, this is gonna how it's gonna be, which is a cool tip.
Yeah.
Hello.
I just wanted to check if Jess will do all your lunch, Jess, from tea, but ordering.
I'm going out to lunch, thank you.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Just check.
Thanks so much.
You didn't want anything in, did you? We're sort of, I think we can order now.
Yeah. Do we have lunch at the same time?
Actually,
I think I'm a bit later.
I'm 12.
That's alright.
I promise I won't eat it all.
Better not.
I'll leave you half the Friday.
At 12:45, so when you finish.
Oh,
That's fine.
we'll come.
Actually, I'll probably finish early. I've got Hannah.
I'll sit over.
Thanks, though. Alright, 5 minutes done. But yeah, cool little tip is with the brow lamination. Get your beachy brows and test it.
Yeah, cool.
Be like, look, this is how it's gonna look.
Yeah, that's good.
Who have you got for that one? Or just
Oh, I haven't got a model yet.
Yeah.
Try get someone with just for your first one, like brows like at least like medium hair, fuller, or even lighter hair. Nothing too coarse or strong.
Do you know Michelle Hobbs?
I don't know.
That's
Is she yours? What's her brows like?
I need to have a good look at them. She's got quite dark hair, but I don't think it would be super coarse.
Yeah. See how that's her tint coming off.
Oh, yeah.
Tiny bit. Cool. So one lash, and then this is awkward bit as well. I wet a cotton bud just to soften the glue, just a quarter of it. And we'll just wipe up.
Yep.
Make sure I've got most product off. And that's going to help soften the glue there.
Would you say that brows are a little bit easier or less fiddly than?
Yeah. 100%. And obviously the more glue you use, the harder it is to get off.
Can you use like a bowl with water and the wet cotton pads and stuff, or is it recommended not to? Like you'd kind of remove tint? How do you remove tint?
Yeah, no, I flush the eye out just into tissue. Is that what you do?
Or
the bowl.
A bowl, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember, yeah. But it's not recommended this way?
We don't really do it here, but whatever works for you. We used to do that in TAFE though.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I meant with this
Process.
Yeah.
Would it wet them too much?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Because when I think
Yeah, because I don't know, it doesn't make sense because you're not meant to get it wet for 24
I
hours.
know, that's the thing.
I remember doing that though, and it would loosen the little pad and everything,
Yeah.
and you'd like wipe it all off. in
Yeah.
one.
That's how.
That's how I used to
Like,
do it.
Yeah, I was wondering about the whole wetness.
I guess because it's perming, you do really want to make sure it's all off though.
Yeah. What would you do with hair? Would you fully wash
You have
it?
to rinse it 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, not really then.
Yeah.
Cool. So I just wet underneath the pad.
Yeah.
Just to separate that glue. Just remove underneath. Do not pull it straight away. Just be gentle. And for lash tint, I would keep these pads and reuse them, but I'm not going to today. Just give it a little wipe. Is that feeling alright? Stingy?
Do you, with most people, do you put that little bit of extra?
Nah. If they're like got really saggy lids and it's hard to place a pad on. It's just a good little tip though because it's really handy. So yeah, I would fully remove, which I've done now, where I think Ella still does, just puts the tint on after this.
Yeah.
And also you don't need it on as long because if the lashes are more porous, so it will take straight away having the perm underneath. And I pre-mix it when I was cleaning my station before, so it's already ready to go, I guess.
Would you do like 5 minutes or something?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yep, 6. Glue there. Cool. Zoom it down. I think Rhea folds it and uses the corner.
Oh yeah.
I really don't know what I like doing, so change it all the time. Making sure they're all up before you remove the pad. Water, just slide underneath. Soak these in water. And I actually might do a little flush for Elise just because I know she gets stingy and you get the excess glue off. This is what I'd usually do. Feel alright? Did you get stingy?
No,
Not too bad?
I find
Just
it's
a
just
tint,
more
hey?
tint, and then everyone I get talking, and then if it's at the end of the day, I'm like
Yeah.
overreactive. You know, when your eyes get all funny
Yeah.
and stuff.
So you can tell it's lifted, but it's just a gentle one today.
And that's just because of
Yeah,
previously
probably weren't the best model, but I should have checked
Sorry.
that. No, it's not your fault. Mainly just to show the girls' technique anyway, so it's fine.
How long did you leave it on for her again?
7:20, yeah. Brush through. And open, my love.
Well, they look really good.
Yeah.
Let's straighten out all the little ones anyway.
Yeah. And even tinting freshens them up as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was
tinting them
gonna
on
say
Monday,
that.
we can it'll
Sometimes
completely.
I find tinting almost in between as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So I recommend that
needs
as
an
well.
hour, like, which is weird.
Open. Cool. Yeah, that looks really good actually. So now, like usually I would look at the curl and then be like, cool, it's worked how I want it. I'll go in and then tint. I just tint like normal, and then after tinting, just pop the conditioner on. It's already out though. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, good. And I just say, just look down or at my chin and just lather it. Literally just lather it on and say it'll look a bit wet, but once it's dried out, you can see all the.
I love putting that on, and then that
Good
in
hair.
my eyebrows as well.
Yeah.
Like after the shower, it looks really nice.
Does I go for the board? So you can just lift their eye up as well.
And it kind of puts the lashes where you want it to be.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Sort of.
It smells good.
It does, hey. It smells fresh.
Do you pretty much get all your clients to get one of those?
Try to.
Yeah.
And like, just say, you can always come back in and get it.
Yeah.
Because usually, towards the end of your lift, it will, where it will show the scraggly bits.
Yeah.
But if you use it from day dot, you should be fine.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, usually get a spoolie at this point. Just say, take your time getting up. There you go, my love. Thank you. Cool. That looks so good.
Thank you. I'm busting.